Today, in Steal a Brainrot, I'll be leaking everything coming in the brand new Mexican event update. This video will be leaking over 10 new Brainrots, a new pinata event that gives a secret Brainrot, and even new craft recipes for 4 new craftable Brainrots. So make sure you watch the full video to know exactly what to do to prepare. But for starters, let's talk about the Mexican event. So, as you can see from this image up on screen right over this way, in the middle of the map is gonna be spawning a pinata. And basically what you're gonna need to do in order to break it is you're gonna need to probably equip a baseball bat like this, and you're gonna need to swing it at the middle of the map. Now, it's most likely gonna spawn during the admin abuse, so we're gonna talk about why you're gonna need to be online even more later on. And there's even a possibility that it spawns in once every single hour, just like the Galaxy event. Meaning every single hour you'll be able to break it, and you'll actually be able to get some candy weapons, and there's even a chance for a very rare Brainrot to spawn. That's according to Sammy. I don't really have more information on what that Brainrot actually is, but most likely it's going to be a secret one. Here's actually a second image of what the event is going to look like behind the bases. And as you can see, there's going to be cactuses, there's going to be the Mexican flag, as well as obviously a ton more details like the hats, we got the little balconies, we got a ton more. But I'm not going to lie, that's basically all we have for the Mexican event. But now let's move on to a bunch of Brainrots that are going to be spawning on the track. We actually have 3 in total, 2 of which are going to, actually no, all 3 of which are going to be secrets. And we actually know what 2 of which are going to already look like. So for one of two is actually going to be the Toto Sahur. Hold up though, what even is this thing? I have never even heard of this ever in my life. Hold on, let me press enter to see what it is. Oh, okay, so it's going to be this one. Got it. So it's going to be, okay, it's going to be like a Sahur Brainrot, but the Toto version. I'm pretty sure there's a Brainrot evolution of this thing too. Yeah, here's what it's going to look like over this way. Okay, and now that I got a standalone image of it, as you can see over this way, pretty HD, what I'm actually going to tell ChatGPT is to make it into a pixelated blocky retro Roblox style similar to Brainrots that are already in Steal a Brainrot already, like the Ballerina Cappuccina and even the Oregatoni Ananasini. So yeah, hopefully it cooks up. Hopefully it does not look like the one that it generated last time, but we'll see. It is getting started, so let's see what it turns into. Alright, it looks like it's officially starting to generate it now too. Wait, I sort of see it. Wait, I kind of see the head, I see the eyes. Yo! Okay, you know what? It made it a little bit fat, but you know what? Other than that, it's honestly not even too bad of an image. I'll take. So yeah, this is sort of what it's gonna look like in-game, probably with a little bit more detail, obviously, since it is gonna be a secret. But for stats, it's probably gonna be between 10 million and 15 million. I don't really see it being anything less, but anything more. Just because it's sort of on the same level of coolness as like a La Grande Covacion. But yeah, that is one of 3 coming from the track, and now let's move on to the second one, which is apparently gonna be a Tic Tac Sahur. Wait, so is it literally just gonna be a Tic Tac? Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's gonna be like an alarm clock. Okay, interesting. Well, you guys know the drill. Let's just do the exact same thing in ChatGPT again. So here's the prompt fully typed out, fully ready to go, and let's see what it can create this time around. All right, here we go. It's getting started. Wait. I kind of see the alarm clock. Wait, is it actually doing a decent job? Hold up. Because yeah, here's the reference image, and here's what it's creating right now. Wait, I think this is honestly kind of fire. Yeah, so far I would honestly rate it a 10 out of 10. I think this is probably one of the best ones that's generated ever. You know what? Not too bad at all. I honestly think that's pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think, but I think this is pretty close to what it might look like in the real game. But yeah, that one is probably not going to be quite as good as the Toto Sahur, but it's probably going to be around 3 to 5 million. I just don't really see it being much more than that. But yeah, that is basically every single track Brainrot that we have leaked at the moment. There is going to be 3 in total. Just one of the 3 is not named. But now we can move on to the 4 craftable Brainrots. So for the first one, we actually have a legendary being added, and it's going to be called the Sigma Girl. And luckily for this one, I actually already have a pretty close reference image to what it's actually going to look like. In fact, here it is right here. As you can see, it's going to be colored pink. It's going to have a little bow on top. It's going to have eyelashes. It's going to have basically the same thing as the Sigma Boy. But this one is going to be called the Sigma Girl, and it's going to be a legendary. And I actually have a pretty good idea on what it's actually going to be required hard in order to craft it, but I'll get to that later on. So make sure to continue watching to hear on how to craft it. Then next up, we actually have a mythic being added to the craftable brainrots, and this one is going to be the Elephanto Frigio. And I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what this one is going to look like. Oh, wait. Okay, it's going to be this. Wait, okay, this thing is actually kind of sick looking. Hold up. Yeah, let's definitely see what ChatGPT can cook up for this one. I'm actually really curious to see what this one is going to turn into. Okay, weird. It's saying it may take a moment, but okay, wait, I think it's starting to generate it. Oh my gosh, wait, I think it generated the entire image. Yo, I can see like the bottles back in the background of this image and this one right here. But wait, okay, it looks like the text is coming out, and it looks like it actually got it right. Elefanino Frigidario. And wait, oh my gosh, wait, this is actually not even that bad either. I will take it. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Like I said though, that one is definitely going to be mythic, and I actually have a really good idea on what is going to be needed in order to craft that one. But like I said, make sure you watch until the end to see, because I will tell you exactly what you'll need. I don't know if I mentioned this, but in total there's going to be 4 craftable brainrots, and another one is actually going to be a brainrot god. And this one is going to be called the Dug. So let's see, what even is this? Oh wait, what? Oh hell nah. Yo, this one is really creepy. I am not gonna lie. Alright, well, you guys know the drill. Let's see what it is about to create. I am really nervous. This thing does not look good at all. Oh, nah. Alright, here we go. It looks like it is getting started. Oh, wait. I don't think it did a good job. This does not look 3D enough. Yeah, this looks like a 2D image to me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not great. Let's ask it to make it a little bit more 3D to make it a little bit better, hopefully. Okay, you know what? This is definitely slightly better. I mean, it's definitely not probably what it's gonna look like in-game, but it's close enough. And yeah, like I said, that one is gonna be a brainrot god, and I kinda have an idea of what it's gonna be used to craft it. Just not a complete idea quite yet. And then there's actually obviously one other craftable brainrot being added, but unfortunately, like the track one, there is just one that's not really shown. Meaning I really don't have any of a clue on what it's gonna be. But that is every single track brainrot and every single craftable brainrot being added, and now let's move on to a bunch of videos they release. Yeah, if we head over to their official Steal a Brainrot YouTube channel, as you can see, there's 2 brand new videos, which we're gonna play both of them right now.
Oh no, Pulcino Limoncino. Why are you a lemon, Pulcino Limoncino? And why are you in the woods, Pulcino Limoncino? You should be at home right now. Should we add this to Steal a Brainrot? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks like it's gonna be a baby version of this right here, the Pellicello Lemoncello. That means it might actually be another craftable brainrot, and you need a few of these, now that I'm thinking of it. It could require a few of these, and maybe some other brainrot that's a baby version. I'm not completely sure, but that's my idea. It's probably gonna be another craftable brainrot as an epic, or maybe even a legendary, we'll see. And then there's obviously one other video, which let me play right now.
Oh no, Cagnorito Rippianino. What happened to you? Who turned you into a burrito, Cagnorito Rippianino? I can't lie, Cagnorito Rippianino. You are looking really tasty. Should we add this to Steal a Brainrot? Let us know in the comments.
And yeah, this video literally dropped like 3 hours ago. This is really recent, so that's why I'm posting this leaks video. But yeah, those 2 brainrot, or I guess that most recent brainrot, is probably going to be a legendary. I don't really see it being anything better than a mythic, to be honest. It could even just be a rare or even a common. I have no clue. But again, that is not all. We still have a few other things to cover, like this tweet over this way. That of which actually shows this one winning in the poll. And then actually around 3 hours ago, there was this poll over this way that has all 4 of these brainrots. Now, out of the 4, it looks like the Galatosa Penguino is barely winning, which is honestly the one I want to win. It looks the coolest out of the 4, I am not gonna lie. And my guess is that that's probably going to be a brainrot god doing roughly 220,000 a second. But that's just my guess. It could actually come out this update too, which is super hype. And then I'm actually pretty sure from last week we should have, let's see, yeah, this brainrot coming over here. Since this was teased last week and it didn't release this week. Yeah, here's what it's roughly going to look like. Hopefully it comes out this time. I would be really excited for it too. But yeah, that is every single event coming this update. That is every single brainrot coming this update. And now to move on to how to prepare. So in order to prepare for this update, you're definitely going to want to get the max regrowth before the update drops. You're going to want to get the highest multi on your base, meaning you're going to want to complete every single index possible too. You're going to want to get every single one of the following brainrots. So for the crafting machine, you're going to want to get 2 Sigma Boys, 2 Coco Fonta Elefantos, 2 Frigio I would say 2 to 3 Palicello Limoncellos. You're going to want to get 10 trillion cash, that way you can afford all the new brainrots and all the new crafting recipes. You're going to want to be in the game 30 minutes before the update drops, and you're going to want to play during the updates to take full advantage for every single admin abuse coming to the game. But yeah, that is basically every single leak coming this update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If this video was at all helpful, definitely make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video very soon. Peace out, everybody.